What up, everybody? It's Tyrell, Sports Room Podcast, back at it again. Let's do it. Two videos in one day. Let's do it. Because it's been on my mind for a little bit. And a lot of people are saying it's time for Ben Simmons to go. Time for Ben Simmons to be traded. Um, I agree but disagree to an extent. If the deal is right for the 76ers, I would take it. Do I know what deal? No. I'm not even gonna lie. Um, but I think Ben Simmons needs to change the scenery. I think he needs a new coaching staff. And I don't think it's in Philly, man. We got Doc Rivers there, and I have my opinions on him. I think he's a good coach. I think he's a coach that's going to be in the Hall of Fame. But I do think he's overrated as a coach. He the stature that the media puts Doc Rivers up, and the reputation Doc Rivers has, not only in the media but to most NBA fans, he shouldn't be getting out coached um, by half of the coaches that are out coaching him. Nate McMillan out coached him. That's no disrespect to Nate McMillan, but the reputation that Doc Rivers had, Doc Rivers should definitely coached better than what he did. Keeping Ben Simmons out there was not a good idea. You got your second hand man behind Embiid playing like that. Try to go with somebody else. So, um, but with Ben Simmons, man, I think it's part scenery, but I also think it's coaching, and I think it's also his determination. Um, we've seen, man, Ben Simmons when he attacks and is aggressive and is not playing nervous or scared or whatever it may be, like he can ball. The problem is he's never had a jump shot, and I think that has something to do with coaching. Um, Granted, he should have a shot coming into the NBA, but that was a weak spot in his scouting report when he was coming out, and it was talked about how it could have been improved, and it hasn't. I think that has something to do with coaching. I don't think Philadelphia's pushing them as hard as they should. To me, it makes no sense that you've been in the league for 5 6 years and you still got the same jump shot as you did coming out of college. I think that's a problem. Um, I think that's a problem when you can play the way you play, when you want to play that way, and the only thing that is stopping you is not injuries, is not the organization setting you up for failure. It's something that is coachable. Elbows not pointed to where you need to aim at. Not a very good follow through. I think it's coaching. I think it's part of him. Especially if the reports is true about him not being in the gym during the off season or him leaving practice pretty much when everybody else leaves. Um, then that's part of it. But I think another part of it is coaching. I think if you paid him his rookie contract, you've added on this extension since then. You're paying the guy basically $33 million a year. Why you ain't got one of these developmental coaches out there on his ass? That to me, that's an organization issue. Like if I was running the 76ers, rather I was a general manager or the owner, I'd be on my coach's ass. Like, hey, whoever you need to put on him so he can get that jump shot developed, needs to, do that. You need to get on that. Because I'm trying to win a fucking championship here. I've been telling people trust the process for 10 years. What process? See, excuse all the walking. upstairs. But you see, there is no process if your second best player, or hell, even your best player, don't have any progress. You know what I'm saying? Like, 76ers should be in a way better position than what they're in. I think they stuck with Brett Brown too long. I think Doc Rivers was their best choice because they thought they can get James Harden. But I don't know. It's just somebody got to get on him. And if they tried that and it's been unsuccessful, and they did that before they extended his contract, then why the hell did you extend this contract? But if not, then y'all need to get on it. Now, as far as trading him goes, who the fuck gonna take him? They taking up $33 million for a guy who's only taken, 10, 12 field goals in those last two games of the semifinals? Who wants to pay $33 million for that? Who wants to build a team around a guy where he's not even working to develop his shot? I mean, who wants to pay that? I don't think any up and coming teams or teams that's at least trying to build is not gonna do it. Teams that feel like they're missing a piece, they're not gonna do it. The hell think what was that? Stephen A. Smith? No, Magic Johnson talking about some trading to the Trailblazers. I don't think the Trailblazers want to give up that backcourt. I don't think they want to give up McCollum. They damn sure ain't giving up Dame. So they ain't Portland. It ain't gonna be the Lakers. Who the Lakers gonna give up? Nobody. One of these teams that's trying to build, the Cavaliers, my Cleveland Cavaliers, the New Orleans Pelicans, the Hornets, like these teams that trying to piece it together to make a playoff run or even just get into playoff to show improvement. Who gonna take that? Who gonna eat up that $33 million? Who gonna, especially a guy who ain't developing a shot? And then, even if someone does eat that cap space, then it's okay. Who gonna coach this dude? We got to give all our resources on top of the $33 million to get this guy to develop a jump shot. And you can't babysit the man. So while you sitting there getting a coach on him, and yeah, you can watch him during that time. You don't know what that man doing at home. He ain't practicing if the reports are true. So I think Philadelphia done put themselves in a pickle. Because you can't trade Ben Simmons, I don't think. Now, I could be wrong. There's 29 other different teams. One of them might bite. One of them might go, okay, we'll do it. But at this very, very moment, while that series is still fresh in general managers' minds, I don't think it's going to happen. Now, 2-3 months down the line, maybe. When the talks get a little hot, maybe. But if we're talking about, he needs to be traded within a month, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. And trust me, Ben Simmons was a major reason why they lost that series, but he ain't the only reason. It was bad coaching by not taking Ben Simmons out. Bad coaching to not put the players in position. And B, you got to step up, man. You're talking about two dudes. One, if Simmons develop, it's about two dudes who can be some bad motherfuckers. One is already a bad motherfucker. But he can be a lethal ass motherfucker if he develop a hook shot. And that's Joel Embiid. If Joel Embiid develop a hook shot or develop a left hand out of the post and stop doing them fadeaways, And then on top of that, still stretch the floor, still hit those threes, still make those passes. Joel Embiid go from a bad motherfucker to a lethal ass motherfucker. And if Ben Simmons develop a shot and stop being passive aggressive, now I wouldn't use passive aggressive, stop being passive and be a little bit more aggressive, that's a bad motherfucker. Right now, Ben Simmons is a good motherfucker. But he a bad motherfucker if you develop that shot. Joel Embiid, if he develops some more post moves and still stretch the floor and still be that second point guard on that court, oh, he a lethal ass motherfucker. You talking about a guy who is already dominant, but he should be the best center in the league. And he's not. He should be. But he's not. Because he's not lethal. He was lethal? Ooh, man. Man, you talking about going from a great career to a Hall of Fame career. Just by him adding a couple of post moves. Just by him adding a couple of post moves. Ben, you gotta add that shot. Man, Ben Simmons had developed that shot. Even if he developed it better than what it's been the first 5 years. First 5-6 years. If he developed it better than what it's been, just a little bit, man, ain't gotta be that big. Just a little bit and improve every year. Oh, he'll be a bad motherfucker. Because Ben, to me, Ben has some solid defense. He's a good passer. When he gets to drive into the lane, ain't nobody gonna stop that man. He just don't have that shot. He don't have that shot. And that's just my humble opinion talking in my basement as I got people walking upstairs. That I know y'all gonna hear, especially if somebody wearing headphones. Especially the 3 people or 4 people or 5 people watching this. You're gonna hear. It's coming from my humble opinion. Because I ain't no basketball player. I'm a broke ass motherfucker talking about sports in my basement. But Ben Simmons getting paid $33 million a year and is being relied on as helping Embiid to bring a championship to Philadelphia because they're trying to still, 10 years later, trust the process. Now we got all this walking around upstairs. What the hell? We're doing this earlier, but now we got all this walking around. What the hell? So, like I said, I'm just a broke ass motherfucker. In this basement, listening to people walk upstairs. But Ben Simmons getting paid $33 million. $33 million. Somebody better coach him. Somebody better be with him. Somebody. We got all these coaches on this team now. And we ain't got one person that's going to sit back and say, hey, I'm going to take a little extra time to develop this player. Not one. So, and granted, they shouldn't have to. I mean, Ben Simmons is a grown-ass man. Ben Simmons is a grown-ass man. Really shouldn't have to, but if you're talking about trying to bring a championship, trying to get some hardware on your finger, you might want to. Now the furnace about to kick on. Say it, broke motherfucker. Talking about sports in his basement. Just in my opinion. Nothing. I ain't trying to bring down nobody because I think Ben Simmons is a very great player. And I'm talking about amongst his peers. And if I saw him on the basketball court, he would whip my ass because I ain't shit, you know. But amongst his peers, he's great. And he could be way better than what he is, in my humble opinion. So that's just my 14-minute video on this. A little pause in here and there, but, you know, this is my little take on that. If he's going to get traded, we'll see. Do I think he needs to be traded? Like I said, yes and no. Yes, in the sense of change the scenery. Maybe they're if a new organization is sitting back and saying, "Hey, I'm getting paid 33 million. I'm paying this guy 33 million." Maybe the organization that decides to trade for him, like, hey, I traded these assets. I'm paying him now 33 million. I to swallow that up from my cap space. Let me get a coach on him to develop his jump shot, so I can try to build a team around him. Might be good. But at the same time, Philadelphia, I think Philadelphia should try that out first and see what happens. And then if it don't work, then go ahead and trade him. And then, like I said, we're talking about as of today, June 23rd, 2021. Then shit, I don't see no goddamn trade anyway because a lot of teams are still looking at that playoff series as fresh. But we'll see after the draft, after free agency. We'll see. We'll see. It's gonna get interesting with the whole Simmons thing. But anyway, that's my rant on it. I appreciate the 5 viewers. I had to check real quick. I was just curious, but I appreciate the 5 viewers watching my previous video from earlier today. I also appreciate the 1 subscriber that I gained, man. I don't know who you are, but to whoever decided to say, "Hey, I get this guy subscribe," I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So anyway, hit that like button, comment, subscribe. You ain't gotta turn on that stupid ass bell. What notifications from me? I ain't shit. I ain't shit in the guard of who the fuck know me. But if you want to turn on that bell, that would be greatly appreciated. If you want to subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. And also, I'll put the link in the description to the Twitter page as well. I'll try to be more active on that Twitter as well. So yeah, that's about it. You guys have a blessed night, and talk to you soon.